roar, tremendous sound these cars make as they accelerate down past the pits, side by side. Raed Raffii and Tariq El Gamal, and Raed is giving the squeeze there to the Australian, getting two wheels on the grass as they now head towards turn one. Coming through the middle there is Abdulaziz Al Yaish in the green car. Is he going to be able to take the lead? He's got himself level with Raed Raffii as they turn into the corner then. Raed Raffii just holds on to the lead, and Fahad Al Musallam, tremendous start by the championship leader, the reigning champion. He's come through from 5th on the grid and has seemed to have slotted himself actually into the lead, not just into second place. I think he's about to take the lead away from Raed Raffii as the two cars go side by side. One spinner in the background there. We'll pick that one up in a moment, I think, on a replay. But as they come side by side then out of turn 4, out of turn 3 up to turn 4, into turn 4 they go, and it's the lead taken by Fahad Al Musallam. A tremendous start by the championship leaders. So Fahad Al Musallam leads, and in second place we've got Raed Raffii from pole position. In third place is the driver who lies in second place in the championship, Abdulaziz Al Yaish, and the SCO6 cars at the moment keeping in touch with the more powerful SCO9s out in front. Nose to tail it is between the first two as they make their way through the new part of the circuit. Still it is Fahad Al Musallam who has the advantage, but only just from Raed Raffii, and he runs wide there. That almost opens the door to give a chance to Raed to come through, but he couldn't quite get through there. He's going to have another go on the inside line here, but he's not going to make it there either, I don't think, because Fahad Al Musallam defends the inside line. There was almost contact between the two cars there, but Raed Raffii comes up back alongside Fahad Al Musallam as they come up towards the next right-hander, but it's not quite been possible for him to take the lead there either. So although he started from pole position, he's having to settle for second place at the moment. They're coming now towards that very important downhill left-hand corner, nowadays turn 18. They'll be there in just a moment, but it's Fahad Al Musallam leading as they head towards that corner. Raed Raffii looks to the inside line to defend his line and also give himself a possible overtaking opportunity. Tariq El Gamal there in 4th place at the moment, down through turn 17 into turn 18 now, along the Oasis pit straight, running side by side here. Abdulaziz Al Yaish looks as though he's going to be able to get on the inside lines. They come towards the next corner, the long left-hander, turn 19, and he has got through into second place. Raed Raffii having to settle for 3rd, then Tariq El Gamal there in 4th place as they turn through turn 19, coming towards the end of lap 1. In the lead then, Fahad Al Musallam, second Abdulaziz Al Yaish, the top two in the championship, holding the top 2 places at the moment. Tariq El Gamal lies 3rd in the championship, he's 4th in the race at the moment. So they're coming through the turns 20 and 21 that lead them onto that long run down towards the final couple of corners at the end of this lap. So Fahad Al Musallam leads, second is Abdulaziz Al Yaish, and then in 3rd place Raed Raffii, 4th Tariq El Gamal, and those 4 beginning to break away as we come to the end of lap 1 of the pursuing pack, headed by the 2 UAE cars, with at the moment Mohammed Al Falasi just ahead of his teammate in car 57, Mohammed Al Awais. So they're coming through then over the start-finish line, and you can see that he's been able to use the slipstream to great effect. Abdulaziz Al Yaish, he's got himself right up behind the leader then. So Fahad Al Musallam leads as they come into turn 1. 6 laps to go then. Start of lap 2. No, can't quite get through. It's a right-hander, turn 4. That gives the advantage to the car on the inside line, Fahad Al Musallam. But he's being challenged again at the next turn by Abdulaziz Al Yaish. And with them as well, Raed Raffii, he's not allowing them to get away at all. So the 3 of them together, and Tariq El Gamal biding his time, another former champion. The reigning champion leads the race at the moment. The championship leader he is too, Fahad Al Musallam. And a little bit quicker through that corner. Now we pan back to see what's going on. And there is that the Robico car. Tremendous. We're getting a replay of the start. Let's just have another look at this before we go back to tell you what the race actually is doing on its second lap. This is the start then, heading down towards turn 1. Abdulaziz Al Yaish starting 3rd and has almost got level with Raed Raffii as they go into turn 1. But look at the way that red and white car of Fahad Al Musallam has come through on the inside going into turn 1. And by the time he gets to turn number 18, Ezra Idafar, one of the front runners in recent races in the SCO6 class. Now then, what are the leaders up to? Nose to tail still it is between Fahad Al Musallam and Abdulaziz Al Yaish. Raed Raffii waiting to pick up the pieces should there be a coming together between these two as they come along the Oasis pit straight then, heading now towards the left-hander at turn 19, towards the second part of the second lap. It's still Fahad Al Musallam leading. In second place, Abdulaziz Al Yaish. In 3rd place and close is Raed Raffii. Also in touch, Tariq El Gamal, the Australian, the Sydney-born driver, in 4th place, who started from the front row of the grid with Raed Raffii, but they've fallen to 3rd and 4th. And the driver who started fourth, in fact, on the grid, Mohammed Al-Awais, at the moment, is having to work his way back up towards the front. But we may see more of him later on, because he certainly is a quick driver. Now they come towards the end of lap 2 then, and it's Abdulaziz Al-Yish having a look on the inside lines. They come into the final turn, but he couldn't quite get alongside it sufficiently to turn in and take the lead. So it is still, as they come to the end of lap 2, to see what progress Sheikh Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa has been making from the back of the grid in the Rubico car, because he's had quite a few cars to overtake. There we have Raed Raffii up ahead of him, just going out of the left hand of the screen. Here we have the nose to tail for third place, Raed Raffii, with Tariq El Gamal right behind him, through the right-hander, then into the left-hander, out of which the leaders are just going. So they're now pairing off. It's 2 for the lead, 2 for third place. Shortcut taking edge on the edge of the circuit there by Tariq El Gamal, through the left-hander, Hamiduddin, but back with the leaders then, almost, in fact they are, and a wheel's come off. A wheel has come off one of the cars. I think, let's just see as they come back into our side over that rise, which I think is going to be the green car that's become a three-wheeler, because it's the left-hand side of the green car. And they're going off the circuit also is Fahd Al-Musallam a corner later, and Tariq El Gamal, who was running in fourth place, has also gone off. And I think, yes, there's smoke coming off the right-hand front corner of his car, which is suggesting a puncture. Yes, there's that tyre has punctured. So for Tariq, a replay, they're not in contact there. There you see the wheel come off, but there was daylight, there was no contact between the two cars, and the wheel bounces on the roof of Fahd Al-Musallam's car, then careers off into the desert as the two cars then go through the gravel, one still with four wheels on it, Fahd Al-Musallam's car, but now obviously seriously delayed, and out from the pits. We haven't seen him, but after that coming together, or that incident involving also Abdulaziz Al-Yish, Fahd Al-Musallam has got back into the race. He's a long way down the order, but it does mean that he will score some points, and they could be crucial to him in his bid to win his second successive championship. Raed Raffii not in contention for the championship. He's had too many retirements this year to mean that he's got enough points going into the final couple of rounds. Nevertheless, he is going to make it a very good win indeed. His third win, and although from pole position he didn't make the best of starts compared with what was happening behind him, once those two front runners had tangled, which is the thought rather than what we actually saw, that they had a coming together, which caused the damage to the wheel of Abdulaziz Al-Yish's car, and that's why it lost that wheel centre. Now we've got the leader, Raed Raffii, coming down into the last corner, and the checkered flag awaits him for his third win of the year. Raed Raffii, the young Bahraini driver, a very impressive performance indeed. He was there to cash in on the problems affecting the two drivers ahead of him. In second place from United Arab Emirates, Mohammed Al-Awais, and another Bahraini end, and he will also be starting that race, as we shall see, from pole position, having set the best of the second best times in the qualifying session. Confirmation of the result: after 7 laps, Raed Raffii the winner, Mohammed Al-Awais taking second place, making their way around on their slowing down lap, and as they do so, they will peel off into the pit lane, into Parc Fermé, and then will make their way up to the podium. But Raed Raffii there, arm out of the window, acknowledging the applause from the marshals. There we are. And what are those single seaters ahead? They're not Formula 1 cars, in fact, you may be wondering. They are cars that have been competing in the GP2 Asia race earlier on in the afternoon. So very, very happy Raed Raffii leaps onto the roof of his car, now wonders how to get down, needs a bit of help from one of his pit crew to get off the car, and congratulated. And great cheers going up for the winner, Raed Raffii, in second place, first of all by Fayez Ramzi, Operations Director of BIC, to the winner. To the second place finisher, presentation made by Abdullah Al-Wedai, Head of Sales Operations for National Motors Company, and the presentation of the trophy to the third place finisher made by Salah Abdullah Ibrahim,